Welcome back. So in this lecture we are continuing our last topic. We have learned about like equilibrium, okay, stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium, neutral equilibrium. Then we learned conservation of the energy, right? So in this lecture we are doing first the problems based on what conservation of what mechanical energy, and they are very important from exam point of view. Okay, let's start. So when we see the problems on conservation of mechanical energy, we will see mainly two type of problems. Okay, I divided them into two categories. One I call based on point masses. Based on what? Point masses. And then one problem, let me separate it right here. Second type of problem will be based on what? We say that regular shaped uniform bodies. These questions you have to answer directly by your formula, no problem. I will explain how. And to solve this type of question, you have to use what? Center of mass concept you have to use. Center of what? Mass. Remember, already I have done this center of mass, you know, right? Is the mass where whole is the point where whole mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated. One body or any number of bodies, right? It's the imaginary point where whole mass of this one body or any number of bodies is supposed to be what? Concentrated. Okay. So two type of problems. What I wrote here, directly. This type of question we do what? Directly, and here we have to use what? Center of mass. Regular bodies. When I say point mass, it means shape is not known. They say 2 kg body is placed here, you want to lift, how much work is done? 2 kg body, 100 kg body, right? Point means not that small. Okay, yes. Okay, how I give example here to understand both type of questions. Okay, here we have very important question, and mainly they in exam they ask these questions. Okay, but I will explain the first basic part also. Point mass. Suppose there is a whale, water whale, right, and is some deep, say depth is given to you, some d depth. Okay, they say there is a water here and I want to take out this water. Right now there is a water here, you want to take this water out here, then how much work you want to do, how much work you will do, correct now? Yes. So let me write, this is water whale. Okay, yes. So again here two possibilities I have. First they can say like just you want to take water out of this water whale. Okay, work done in taking water out of what? Whale. Some water you want to take out of this whale, how much work you have to do? They will say a bucket or something will be there, like say bucket is there, this is a bucket of some mass, okay, m mass. This you want to fill and you want to take it out, how much work you have to do? Okay, so work done, because first thing, what energy is changing here, kinetic or potential? So what changing? Potential, right now your some masses here, you want to bring it up to here, that point, so you what changing? You doing work against what? Gravity, right now you doing work against gravity, so your potential energy is changing, gravitational potential energy is changing. So I told you work done in terms of work done, kinetic is what? Is it simply change in kinetic energy, that's called your work done, right? Then in terms of potential, what I told you, work done also equal to what? Minus del p, right now minus del u, I wrote like this one. Okay, yes or no? Correct? Negative is there. So you want to calculate work done, so what you will do here, work done you write is what? Minus what? Your del u, right? Change in your potential energy, negative. So you have to calculate initial potential energy and final potential energy, right now. Okay. So reference, you taking this point or that point is your choice, right? Okay. So suppose this is what initially your bucket is what at this point, correct na? So this is what your initial energy, correct na? So I am saying what's the initial energy you have, you initial mass of this bucket is m, okay, keep in mind. Okay, yes. So what is initial energy with respect to this point? Okay, you say m, g and h. What is h? That depth d. This is your energy. Then you bring it to what? Out. Then your u final is what? 0 with respect to what? That point. This is a reference point we are taking, right? Okay, and properly this energy should call as minus. Even if you do mistake, there is no problem, because with respect to this point, this is below that point, so potential we calling negative. Okay, no problem. Now we have to find what? Change, correct? So work done will, okay, don't call negative, you can take a reference here itself, doesn't matter. Okay, So you take change, it simply becomes what? Just mgd only, right? Mgd only. Final minus initial and one more minus here, right? So it becomes what? mgd. So work done will be simply equal to what? Change in potential energy. Potential at this point we have, yes, this is the height, and at this when you bring it out, this is 0, right? So work done is what? Simply equal to what? Change in potential energy here. Done. Now same question they ask like this one, that we want to take water out with some velocity will be given to you, that water is taking, just generally this question will be asked about pipe actually, okay? So I don't do it here, okay? Because when we learn the next topic, power, in power we have to do, because here you cannot take water out in bucket and throw it some velocity, it will be a pipe always, so continuously water will come out at some velocity. So we'll talk in the power topic this question, okay? So here this much only. So this is an example of point mass, means mass is what here, and taking it out with in reference with this veil. The mass of this bucket is what? Very small. So we're calling it point mass, okay? Yes. Now talk about these type of regular uniform bodies. This is very important. Suppose a body is there and its mass is what? Everywhere from this point to that point. Like here, the mass of bucket is what? This much only, not the whole veil, right now? So this we call point mass with in reference or with respect to what? This veil. So doing directly mgd, okay? Change in potential energy we writing. Here also we write change in potential energy, but we worry about what? The mass. So look here how they ask question. We do with some help of some example. First question I do here. Okay. Suppose this type of question. Calculate, okay, why I write, so I simply say work done in putting a rod from horizontal position to vertical. Let me explain what's this question. They say there is rod is here, this is a rod of some mass and length is given. Initially is placed horizontally on the floor like this way. Mass is what? M. Clear? You want to make it what? Vertical like this much. How much work you have to do? This is the ground, okay? This is what your length L, mass M. You want to do like this, how much work you will do? Correct? This is a floor, is placed on floor like this way. You want to tilt it to what? Vertical. How much work you will do? So work is again what? Change in what? Potential energy, right now. You say work is equal to what? Again change in energy, so minus del U, right? What is the initial energy in this position? Horizontally, this is the ground reference, so initial energy is what? U is what? 0. Finally, what is the final energy? U final. What is the final potential energy in this rod? Now listen carefully. This rod mass is what? Varying from this ground to till what? This height what? L. So answer is not mgl. Why? Because it's not a point mass. This is what? A regular body. Mass is, look here. This is a rod, some part of mass is placed at ground itself, some part here, some part here, some part here, till the top. Everywhere there is a mass. Mass is what? Everywhere. So in this type of bodies, we take what? Center of the mass and then we do calculation. So mass varying from this point to that point. So what you do? Which imagine that the whole mass of this body is placed at this point. That point is what? Middle point of the body for uniform body. So what is the height of this point from ground is now L by 2 only. Not, right? Mass is varying from here to here. Okay, yes. Why? Look, it's very simple and practical. Look here, suppose you want to rotate this like this way, okay, you want to tilt and bring it down, then this mass is placed on ground itself. You are not lifting this at all. This mass you are lifting little because it will come here, that mass you are lifting even higher, it will come here, that part you are lifting maximum and coming it here. So potential energy is varying for every part. So what are you doing to make it simple? We take center of mass. Suppose we are lifting the center of mass of this body, because whole mass is what? Concentrated at center of mass. So we are lifting this much part, center of mass is at that height from now ground. So what is final potential energy? You say mg and L by 2, not mgl. So change it also becomes what? mgl by 2. So work done will be simply equal to what? mgl by 2. That will be work done if you want to rotate or you want to tilt like, or you want to put your rod from horizontal to what? Vertical position. Hope you understood this. If not understood, let's see more example. Okay, there is a very popular problem we have. And this problem already we have done in what are Newton's laws also. Remember that problem, chain problem. A chain is placed on a table that such some part of this hanging below the table and some part is on the table. So what is the maximum length it can hang so that it does not slide, right? Now, in that case we wrote the weight of hanging part should be at least equal to the frictional force acting on the part which is placed on the table. Till that the chain will not slide. Same question will be here also. They will talk about what energy here. So what question they talk is this. Let's write that if 1 by nth part of a rope or you say chain, uniform chain is let me write like this one, work done in pulling a chain on the table. This is the name of question. Then I am saying if, okay, worked in pulling a chain on the table. Some part of the chain is what hanging below the table. You want to pull on the table. How much work you will do? So I am writing if 1 by nth part of a rope or chain is hanging below the table. Then we have to calculate how much work is done on pulling that part on the table. So let me draw a picture also. This is a table and some chain is placed here. This is chain and some part is what hanging here. So length we calling L and mass we calling M. Correct? Now, we want to pull that part on the table. How much work we have to do? So give attention. Very very important question. This question was repeated in our exam also. Okay. So total length is what L and total mass M, and this much part hanging below we calling what L by nth part, right? Like L by 2, L by 3, some part of the chain is what hanging below the table. Okay, you want to pull this on the table, how much work you will do, obviously, right? So look here. Again you see that when you want to pull this rope on the table, this is not a point mass, this is a uniform mass, right? Because you want to pull the mass varying from this point to what till that point. That length you calling L by n, like L by 2, L by 3, some length, okay? Or whatever, yes. So you want to pull on this table, so this is a uniform mass, this type of case, not a point mass, okay? Yes, point mass is like, so I hang some pendulum here, like this way, and this much. I say I want to pull it up, then this is a point mass. Mass is only here, but mass is what everywhere here. So it's a regular body. So we want to calculate what is the work done in pulling this chain, this part on the table. So work done will be again we doing work against what here gravity. So change in potential energy will happen. So it will be what minus del U again. This formula we have tried. Now what is the initial potential energy? U I. Check it. Look here. This is a uniform mass varying from this point to that point. So we will do again what? We will take the center of the mass of this part. This is a mass and we will take what? Center of mass of this part. So center of mass will be this point and that distance will be obviously, let's call that distance how much? Half of this. This is the total length is what? L by n. So that distance will be L by what? 2n. Means half of this. Right? Uniform body. Middle point is called center of mass. So that distance is what? How much? Is L by n by 2. Correct? And what is the mass of this part? What is the mass hanging here? Mass of this part means mass of this chain, which will be what? M by n. This already I done. How you calculate M by n? Mass of a linear thing like a rod or rope is proposed to what length? Total mass M, total length L. Then L by n part is hanging down. So what is the mass of this much part? M by n also. Okay, M by n. Okay. So what is the initial potential energy in this part? mgh. What is formula? mgh. But what is m? M is what? M by n. G is okay, and h, what is that distance? Is L upon what? 2n. So this comes how much? mgl by 2n square. Final potential will be what? 0 you have pulled on the table. So work done will be simply equal to this much only. So work done in pulling this chain, which is very very important question, mgl by 2n square. Yes, this is very very important. So this is also example of what? Like center of mass concept we are writing here. Regular bodies there, uniform bodies there, right? Okay. So you want to pull the L by nth part on the table, then this much work you have to do. mgl by what? 2n square. Directly also remember this formula and you have to understand this question also. Okay. Yes. Okay. So hope you are understanding now. Let's do one more problem so that this concept is clear to you. Suppose this type of question I ask you. Third question. Okay. Suppose there is a water tank. Okay. You have water tank fully filled with water and you want to empty that. Okay. Let's see that. Work done in making a tank empty. Look here, this type of question. Suppose there is a tank. This is a tank. It placed on ground. This is the ground. Okay. Yes. And it's fully filled with water. It's completely filled with water. Dimension of tank will be given. They will say some height h. It may be circular or square type of tank. Okay. Circular is base is given like cylindrical type of tank. Then radius will be given to you to calculate area, or it's a square type of tank, then something else will be given like a side will be given. Suppose I am saying this, what type of tank is this? Circular cylindrical type of tank is there. So I will say radius and diameter. Okay. So that's what radius, say r. Okay. Something will be given. Okay. Okay. Now they say that you want to take this water out of this. All water you want to take out. You want to make it empty. Right. So don't say that just make a hole here, sort of all water will come out. You want to take it out from the top. Then how much work you have to do? Okay. So you want to make a tank empty. How much work we have to do? And how we making empty? We taking water from the top. Keep in mind. Okay. We have tube or pump or something. Okay. So you want to make it empty. How much work we are doing? And you can make it empty, as I said, by making hole here. But we are not doing that. Okay. We are doing like this one. So listen carefully. When you want to make it empty, what things are changing? Say m is the total mass of this tank. Okay. Yes. Generally they give us a liter. If water means mass and volume will be same. They say 300 liter means 300 kg is the mass. That's why you know the mass is what density into volume. Okay. No big problem. So, okay. Again work done we are doing against what? Gravity. Okay. Yes. So work done will be what? Minus del U, change in potential energy again. Okay. So what is initial potential energy of this? So initially what is the energy? Look here. Again mass varying from this point toward this point. It's not a point mass, right? Everywhere there is a mass, right? You know, when it's fully filled, it is very easy to take out water from here, right? From surface. But once the level is going down and down, you have to do more and more work to take the same water out, right? So mass is varying from this point, that point. So what you will do, you will take the center of mass of this point. Suppose total mass is given m, then we assume that whole mass is located at the center of mass of this tank. So that will be at what depth? Whatever height given h by 2, that will be the depth, right? Clear? So initial energy will be what? So whole mass is located at this point. So what is the energy? You say mgh. M, g and h means what? H by 2. Again, right? Again all water you take out. What is the final potential energy? You say final will be what? 0. You taken everything what out. Okay. So what is your work done? Again simply change in potential energy. The work done will be what? Simply what? mgh by 2. When they ask this type of question, always they never gives what? Mass actually. Okay. We have to write volume, density into volume we have to do. So mass will be what? Density into volume. And this is important. So center of mass is what? Located at this point. That you calling h by 2. Then you calculating your work done. Okay. So this is the third example. Because a lot of questions they have asked on this idea. So I am giving more and more example. This is the most important problem. This they have asked, and like this type of problem. Like here I gave this rod, so there was only length. Suppose I give a cubical box to you, like a brick or something, yeah, brick type of things. A rectangular box is placed on surface, and you want to change, you want to tilt it. Okay, then how much work you will do? So I write like as a numerical example I'll give. Let me say that a block of mass, say 5 kg, and dimensions. Let's dimension write what? 2 into 3 into 5, some dimension. Okay. All we write in what? Meter or centimeter will be very big, so let's write centimeter. Okay. Unit also have to give attention. So these are 3 sides are given. I should write like a rectangular block here. Okay. So you look good. So rectangular block of mass 5 kg and dimensions are 2 into 3 into 5 centimeter. Okay. Is placed on horizontal floor resting on its largest face. Very important, is resting on what is largest face. Calculate work done in putting this block on its smallest face. So hope you understood the question. This time the block is there, is placed on ground, so that is placed on what? Largest face, largest area, right? Now then you want to tilt it so that the smallest area is what? On the ground, right? Let me draw bricks to understand this. So suppose initially it was this a brick, this is a brick. Suppose first is placed what in this is the initial case, and is placed on what is largest face. So largest face will be obviously what? 3 into 5, that will largest face. It means in this condition, what is that width? That will 5 centimeter you can call, and what is that side? This is length and this is width, sorry, 3 centimeter. Then height in this condition will be minimum 2 centimeter. Why I am doing that? Because we have to put on what? Largest face. Largest face means 3 into 5, that's become largest face. Okay, yes, this is initial. Then what will final condition? They said I want to put so that smallest face come down. So this is what will be your smallest face if you put like that way. Smallest face means what? 2 into 3 should be on what? Ground. That become what? Smallest face. So anything you can call, this you can call 2, that you can call 3, or this you call 3, this you 2, doesn't matter. Okay, we are talking just area. So in that case height will be what? Your this 5. Correct. So this is the initial condition, that's the final condition. Now you have to calculate what is the work done in doing like this. Okay, here it was easy because there was only one dimension, length only, but here you have all 3 dimensions, so you need to be careful. Now look here, again we doing work against what? Potential energy only, means gravity only. So work done will be what? Again minus del U only, right? Let's calculate initial potential energy, calculate final potential energy. Okay, what is initial potential energy? mgh. So look here, you want to tilt it, again mass is varying from this point to that point, everywhere there is mass, correct na? Just like rod only. So we will take what? Center of mass. This is center of mass, and the center of mass is located at what depth? What height from ground? Half of that the height of this, right? 2 centimeters height. So this is what h by 2 I am saying, right? So if you calculate that, you say 2 by what? 2 means what? 1 centimeter is the height, correct? You can, to understand, you can give some name h, okay? Or let's say x, that's more easy. So what is the answer? mgx by 2 will be the answer, right? This is the initial potential energy in this block. We are taking center of the mass of this block because mass varying from here to here, everywhere there is mass. Okay, so mgx by 2, mg is okay, and x is how much? 2 by 2, so it will become mg. And remember that that is given centimeter, be careful. Should write like this one. Okay, I keep this much only. So right now I am putting just mg x by 2. Okay, done. And x is what in centimeters? 10 power minus 2. You have to write always. Okay, yes. Okay, now see in this position, what is the final potential energy? U final is how much? So again, this is placed on surface. This is a height 5. So center of mass will be located at this point. That height, let's call it what? Y. So y will be simply again 5 by what? 2. Again mass varying everywhere, right now. So height of the center of mass from this point is what? That much. Like in ground, there is only one dimension. Initially center of mass was placed here on the ground itself. So initial potential is what? 0. Finally rising by what? That much height. But here initially it was not on ground, it was at some height, because it has height and thickness and everything, right? Okay, so final will be again mg y by what? 2. Y by 2. Okay, okay, sorry, no, y we calling what? Total height as y. Okay, so that becomes y by 2. So no problem, mg y by 2, again 10 power minus 2, because y is what in, this height is what in centimeter. Okay, this is your work done now. Work done will be final minus initial, mg you took common, mg by 2 you took common, then y minus x into 10 power what? Minus 2. Okay, m is given 1 kg, g is 10 by 2, y minus x 5 minus 2, that what 3 into what 10 power what minus 2. So this Gauss here becomes what 0.15 joule will be the work done in putting a block from this position to what that position. So hope you understanding now this concept, which is very important. What the regular shape bodies or uniform bodies, you have to talk about what center of the mass idea here. Okay, you have to assume that whole mass is placed at what center of mass, then you're doing calculation of work done, right? Good. So we are doing few more problems based on the conservation of energy and all these things we have done just now. So look at this problem, very nice problem. A block of mass 1 kg slides down a smooth curve and enter into a rough horizontal floor as shown in the figure. So there is a smooth curved surface is there of height 1 meter given. A block slides down here, this is smooth, and horizontal is what a rough surface is there. Enter into what rough surface from here onward, right? Then calculate the distance it moves before stopping. We have to calculate how much distance it will move here before it what stop. Mu is given here 0.2, mass of the block is given 1 kg, height is given what 1 meter. Okay, correct. So how we answer? First we will answer that it's sliding from top. So at this point it has potential that converting into what kinetic energy. So at the ground point before it enter into this rough surface, at this point it has what only what kinetic energy, right? So first we are writing conservation of what energy. Okay, so you want to know at this point at what velocity start moving or what kinetic energy start moving. At this point we have only potential, at this point we have only kinetic. So what is potential energy at that point? We are writing conservation of energy. So potential at that point is what mg and what h. Correct. Mass given to you 1 kg, g is 10 and h is given 1, so it's what 10 joule. At that point energy is what 10 joule, kinetic is what 0 because it's a starting motion. So at this point we have only what kinetic, potential is 0. So what is kinetic energy at this point? Simply equal to what energy at that point? That's what 10 joule. So at that point it has what kinetic energy? 10 joule. Now this 10 joule energy, kinetic energy is going what? Work done against the moving on rough surface. Because moving rough surface, so we need to do what? Work against what? Friction, right now. So this all energy, so kinetic energy will lost in doing work against what? Work against frictional force, right? So how much? So you know work done is simply equal to what? F dot dx, right now? Yes. So work done already know, work done also equal to what you say change in kinetic energy. So change in kinetic energy already we know right now, that you know, because initial will be what 10, final will be what 0. Stopping means no kinetic energy, right? Initially no, from this point start moving with that much energy, and when it stop here at that point kinetic will be what 0. At that point kinetic already get what 10 joule. So change in kinetic energy we know, which is your work done. Then work done also go to force into displacement. So we need frictional force here. Which force we need? This is a frictional force. Frictional force formula is what? Mu into what? N. For that block, when you put block here, this is what your normal reaction, N upward, mg is what downward, and is moving that direction. So frictional force will act in opposite direction. So frictional force formula is what? Mu into N. So in this case N will be equal to what? Simply mg. So frictional force is what? Mu mg. Let's calculate that. Mu is 0.2, m is what? 1 kg, g is what? 10. So this becomes what? 2 Newton. That's what? Frictional force, right? Okay. So now we're writing that relations. So we say that frictional F dot x is equal to what? Del Ke. So frictional force means what? We already calculated 2 into what? X is equal to del change in kinetic energy. So we know here final is what? 0, initial is what? 10. So it becomes what? 0 minus 10 if you want, right? So x will becomes what? Minus 10 by 2 is what? Minus 5 meter. Correct. Negative coming because of we doing work against what? Frictional force. Okay, so work is always negative. So you can write if you want to do this, you can write a work here, because always here force and displacement are, what is proper formula here? F dot x into cos theta, right now. So cos is what here? 180 degree, because body is moving that direction, friction force acting that direction. So this angle is what? 180. So this time you should put properly negative. This is negative. So this negative, now you can cancel these two terms. Okay. Yes. So this no negative comes here. So 5 meters is the distance it will move before it what? Stops. That's your first problem. Hope you understood this, right? Okay, now look at the second problem. This is problem number 2. A stone projected vertically up to reach maximum height of h. Find the ratio of kinetic to potential at height of h 4 by 5 of h. They're saying you're throwing a stone from ground, this is a ground, it can reach up to what this height, maximum height, okay, h. Then they're asking what's the ratio of potential to kinetic at this point, and that height is given again, x is given what, 4 by 5 of what, h. Right, at this point we have to find the ratio of potential to what, kinetic energy, right, no problem. So let's write conservation of energy actually. At this point, highest point, we know there will be only potential energy, which is what, simply mgh. At this point you have only kinetic, which is what, half mv square, and at this point you have kinetic plus potential both, but total should be equal to what, mgh only, right now. Here potential you can find, at this point we're talking, potential you can find easily because you know height is given about 4 by 5 of h, right. So what is potential, I'll look here, mg, and height is 4 by 5 of h, so 4 by 5 of mg, that's a potential. So what is kinetic? Kinetic will be what, mechanical minus what, potential. So mechanical means what, mgh at every point, because at this point mechanical is what, mgh, so it will be everywhere mgh, minus potential is what, 4 by 5 mgh, so it becomes 1 by 5 of mgh. So they are asking what is the kinetic by potential ratio. Kinetic is 1 by 5 mgh, potential is what, 4 by 5 mgh, so everything get cancelled. What are we getting? 1 by 4, right? Yes, 1 by 4. That's your answer. Hope you understood this. Okay, let's move to next problem. Very interesting problem, third. Basic part of this already I have done. I have done that problem that you want to take water out from a well with help of some bucket of some mass, then how much work you do? You just do mgh, right? Yes. But here look at this question. What is change here? The mass of the bucket of full water is what, 15 kg given, okay, 15 kg bucket is full from a 15 meter deep well, okay, depth also given 15 meter, okay. Due to a hole at the bottom, 6 kg of water is what, leaking. When you pulling that bucket out of well, till that what happens, there is a hole in the bucket and some water is what, leaking out, right? Yes. Now find the work done pulling this bucket out of the water, out of the well. So look, very interesting question. This is your well, depth is given to you, h or depth d is given what, 15 meter. Your bucket is what, here. Let me draw a nice bucket. This is a bucket you want to pull out of this well, right now. Bucket mass given 15 kg. When you start from this point, okay, when you start from the bottom point, the mass is what, total 15 kg. But till you come at the top, here they are saying, till your bucket come on the top, what happened? 6 kg water leaks out. So till you come top, the water will be what, 15 minus 6 means 9 kg only here at this point. Correct? So what happening? Your mass is again what, varying now. Last time mass was constant, only bucket is 15 kg, they are not leaking. So till here 15, here 15, everywhere is 15 kg only. So directly mg h rod. But here mass is varying. At this point is starting 15 kg, full mass is there. Till you reach the top, only 9 kg is water remaining in this bucket. So mass is varying from this point to that point. So again you have to take what, center of the mass. But sorry, here not take center of mass, here you take average mass. Why? Because at this point mass is what, 15 kg you pulling, but at that point you just pulling what 9 kg only. So mass is varying from here to here. You just take average mass 15 plus. So you say that average mass that you are pulled, correct, or you can take center of mass, that's also okay. But look here, 15 plus 9 by what, 2. This is average you pulling from this point to that point, okay. Okay, 9 plus 15 how much? 24. 24 means what? 12 kg is the average pulling. So now what is your work done? Change in potential energy. That will be m, g, h, whatever. M is pulling 12, g pulling 10, and depth is given what? 15 meter. So joule, that answer will come. You can multiply these terms, okay? No problem? Okay. So here mass was varying. When you start 15 kg, till you reach top is 9 kg only, because some water is what, leaking throughout this, okay? Okay, so this question concept already are done. I'm asking you people to solve this problem, so you can pause this video for a few seconds and solve this problem based on chain. Okay. Okay, hope you have done this. So uniform chain of mass m with 2/3 of its length is hanging below the table. Calculate work done in pulling the hanging part on the table. Okay, yes. So here you can confuse only with one thing. Formula you understood that it will be equal to what? mgl by 2 times of n square. It's a formula. Many of you have put this n value wrong. They say 2 by 3 of the length is what hanging below. Right now, 2/3 of the length is what hanging below. Means what is n? N you putting 2 by 3, or some people putting like 3 by 2. What are you putting that? That's a little important. 2/3 of the length is what hanging down. Like L, nth part is hanging down, so I am writing L by n. Correct? No? L by n is hanging down, right? So look here. So I say you should not confuse about these things. Very clear. Suppose you have, this is what your chain, this what part you can hang, total length is L, so that part that hanging down should be always less than L only, no? Right now, always L, like you can say L by 2, you say L by 3, you cannot have like 2L or something else, right? More than L, not possible, right? So even if putting wrong, you should understand here. Suppose N you put here, like you write this way, you said L by N, this part was hanging down. Suppose you put like this one, L by 2 by 3, correct? That's what N. So how much it becomes length? It becomes like, actually becomes real, become 3L by 2, it becomes what? 1.5 of L. It's become more than even L actually, right? So you should put this value carefully. So in real you should put look here, 2 by 3rd of length part is what hanging. This is given. What is the length hanging down? X is given. 2/3 of the L is given. So means what is N actually? N is what? L upon. Okay. So this part is, you can write like this one. You can write 2 by 3 if you write like this way. Correct na? 2 by 3, right? Then what you will get? You get 2, yes, like this only get, this is N. Okay, correct only I am saying. Okay, so let's put that value here. What you will get? You will get work is equal to what? Mass is given M only, G, and length is given L, 2 into N. So N is what here? 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. Okay, so n we will putting what? 3 by 2 of square. Okay, so if you see that this becomes mgl and this becomes 9 and this 4 will go up and 2 is there, again it get cancelled. So answer will be, correct answer will be 2 by 9 of mgl. That will the work done in pulling this chain on the table. So be careful about what? N. Okay. So these are the questions based on what? Conservation of the energy, mechanical energy, and the next topic will be spring. So we'll talk about spring energy. That's we take one lecture. Then last lecture will be what? Power. Okay. Then this chapter will be over. So thank you for watching.